Coming up, getting an early start on holiday gifts union style with the help of Labor 411. Activate Live starts now.
Activa tu voz. Activate now.
Speak up, speak out.
Get involved, get involved.
Engage-toi.
Take action.
Aktiviere deine Stimme.
We're union and we're proud.
Welcome to Activate Live. I'm Tanya Hutchins, coming to you from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. We'll get to union gifts in just a moment. But first, Machinists Union International President Bob Martinez is urging the U.S. Senate to sign on to a letter led by Senator Gary Peters of Michigan. The letter requests that Senate leadership include provisions to protect federal employees' collective bargaining rights in any appropriation legislation Congress passes. You can read Martinez's full letter on goiam.org. IAM District Lodge 142 has announced that our members at British Airways convincingly ratified 2 contracts covering more than 600 customer service and engineering workers at the carrier. The 4-year accord runs through November 2023 and provides wage increases, retains all U.S. work, and creates job opportunities for future members. IAM Local 1722 members ratified a new 3-year collective bargaining agreement with Diamond International Trucks this week in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Members are mechanics, clerks, parts, warehouse workers, and heavy-duty technicians. The company's clients include the City of Edmonton, the military, and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And Guide Dogs of America wrapped up its biggest fundraiser of the year this past Saturday in Las Vegas, Nevada, or Nevada as they say. That is our international president, Bob Martinez there. Woofstock was a play on Woodstock and featured lots of tie-dye, even on the guide dogs. The charity provides service dogs to people who are blind or visually impaired, but it takes tens of thousands of dollars to raise and train the dogs and the students. Well, both Canada and the United States strive to get consumers to buy products made in North America. Here's an example of some union-made products for all you last-minute Thanksgiving Day shoppers in the United States. There's a good chance you already use some of these items. I know that I do. There's so many there to choose from. Well, today, we focus on one organization whose mission is to also buy union to improve safety and the economic well-being of union workers and their families. And what better time to put that mission into action than just before the holidays? Joining us now is Cherri Senders from Labor 411. Thanks for being here, Cherri.
Tanya, thank you for having me on. I'm delighted to be here.
Well, Black Friday is coming up in 2 days. What can we do as union members to support the labor movement at this time of year?
Tanya, it's a great question, and you've got me talking about my favorite subject, is what we can do to support workers and how we can embrace consumer spending power to help us do good work. We call this time of the year the big splurge. Americans love to shop, but now it's our time to harness that shopping and make sure that people are buying union goods and services. So that's our goal here at Labor 411. We want everyone to shop their way to a stronger America. So we've put out some a great gift guide, and we've got some wonderful products. We've got some amazing statistics about consumer spending this time of year, and that I'm happy to share with everybody.
Yes, you had some statistics that you shared with me earlier, and they were just amazing to me. So let us know, like, how much this union purchasing power is.
Well, one of the amazing things is that Americans spend 20 to 30% of all GDP at this time of year. So our job, again, is to harness that and figure out ways that we can embrace it and make sure that people have the education and the tools to know where they should shop, what they should shop. So it's not only supporting the good retailers and the good stores, but also supporting good products. And we actually have a few IAM products on our list that I'm happy to share when we get to that. So the amazing statistics we have are Americans spend about $3.2 trillion a year on retail. And of that, like I said, 20 to 30% of it is spent this time of year. That's $730 billion. If we can harness even just 10%, and that's all we're asking, is people to fill 10% of their shopping basket with union goods and services, we can create over 200,000 good union jobs. And that's a lot.
Now, when you talk about consumer activism, How does that relate to ethics? Because we're going to get to the companies in a minute, but a lot of people want to spend ethically. And your company and Labor 401 helps to do that.
Yeah, one of the things we've really found in our research is that millennials and younger folks in general want to really spend their dollars and have value to their dollars. They just don't want to be blind consumers. So that's one of the things that we really help. So we're really framing up our message around not only Buy Union, Buy American, which is, I think, something that really union members can relate to, but I think this whole next generation really relates to things more when we frame it up as worker justice, economic justice, and ethical buying power. So I think that is a strong message for our younger consumers.
I know some people are already doing this, shopping for their Thanksgiving items. I'm sure there are last minute people tonight. But for those who want to shop their values, especially with the upcoming holidays next month, whether it be Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or anything, let's go through a little bit of your list because you kind of split it up. You have items for her, for him, for pets, for children. Let's start out with for her. What are some of the items on that list, unless you want to do IAM first?
Well, of course, we'll start with IAM. Well, here's the good news. Consumers are expected to spend about $1,000 on gifts this year. So that's lots of opportunities to buy the women in your life, lots of fabulous gifts. So what we have is we've got some fashion items, and we can start with a Timex watch, which is made by IAM. So that would be a wonderful thing. We also have some different leather goods. We have Bosca leather goods, Majestic athletic, Carolina boots, Naturalizer boots. And then, of course, we have the famous beauty products, household and appliances, sweets and wines and spirits. And then for the big spenders, of course, we always have our cars. So we can get Jeeps, we can get Ford Mustangs, and we have a whole list of cars for people who want to go above that $1,000 spending limit.
I did the Jeep, so I love it.
Yeah. And don't forget the Ghirardelli chocolate and See's chocolate and Russell Stover. So those are always great gifts, and even for stocking stuffers. So please be supporting our good union workers in those industries as well.
Now, what about the kids? Because so many kids love games and they love toys, and we're trying to teach children about, buying ethically as well.
Absolutely. So we have a lot of the, just the old-fashioned games that are really fun, the board games that we've got, like Clue and Connect, the things that were heartfelt from our generation, certainly, Monopoly. And then we have toys, Baby Alive, we've got G.I. Joe, Light Bright, Super Soaker, so those are always fun toys as well. So we have a whole list of, there's probably about 30 or 40 toys that you can get this year for the little ones on your list.
That's great. I know they're looking forward to it already, even though we're a month ago. And it's so embarrassing that you see ads for Christmas holidays and gifts before even Halloween comes. And now we're a day before Thanksgiving and we're already talking about holiday gifts. But it can never be too soon when it comes to people who really want to make sure they're getting what they need on that list.
Absolutely. And don't forget, Black Friday is coming up, and that's going to be the official kickoff. But what they're finding is that it's expanded. So there'll be Black Friday this coming Friday, and then Cyber Monday is Monday. So those are all we have to all get ready and plan and do our research now. So this is perfect timing for all this.
Now, speaking of Cyber Monday, a lot of people will be home on their computers or their laptops or even on their phones. You have an app, don't you?
Yes, we do. So we have the Labor 411 app. We'd love for people to download it and find some gifts for him, for her. On our holiday gift guide, you can find that on the app as well. And you can just search for products, and that would be a great way for people to do that. Labor 411 available for Android and for the Apple.
Now, when you go to the website, when you go to labor411.org, this is what you see. So how does the website work? I see you could search there for union goods.
Yeah, we tried to make it as easy as possible. So you just put in a search term and hit search. So if you would put in toys, and you could hit all regions. It's broken down by cities, by the cities where we are active. And then there's consumer goods.
I see the shopping list there. So thank you so much for the great information.
Absolutely.
What else do you want shoppers to know as they're going out and waiting in those long lines and trying to get those deals?
Well, I think that we all have to talk about worker justice and supporting good companies and really demanding that good companies support their workers and share the wealth. So, we like to always say, how many yachts do you need? So we're about worker equity and worker justice and making sure that we all share the wealth and we all have strong communities. So I think that that's really what, I want people to be mindful shoppers and thoughtful shoppers. And really, one of the things I always do when I go shopping is I ask people, how is it to work here? Do they treat you well? Is there anything that we can do as consumers and as shoppers and as patrons here to help you in your cause, especially around the grocery workers? I know that they appreciate it. But I think that it's just being a mindful shopper more than anything else and watching how you do spend your dollars.
I think that's important to ask workers how they feel because, the ones that do feel that they're treated well are the companies that are on your list, aren't they? The companies that value the workers and treat them well.
Absolutely. And we like to also say, imagine a world where just filling your shopping basket with 10% of union-made goods and services, where workers are treated well and have a voice in the job, can really create hundreds of thousands of jobs. And that's, I think, it's a very doable goal. We're not asking for 100%, but we're saying, just be mindful.
One of the things I love about your shopping list is even though they may be broken down with for her, for him, you have this line on for her saying, hey, I know there are some women out there that may not be girly and like some of the men's list, which I'm on there with my Jeep. But I like the fact that you're open to that and you realize that so many people like different things. So there's something for everyone on there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's what we try and do. We try and make it fun. And, let's not even forget about libations. We've got lots of good union booze. So we can drink our way to a stronger America. We can shop our way to a stronger America. There's so many things that as consumers we can do each and every day to help create the job.
Let's remind everyone about the website. It's labor411.org. That's labor411.org, making it easy to support good jobs. And you have a number of locations. Are those where the print lists are during the year for general items?
Yes, thank you for asking. Yeah, right now we're active in 5 cities. We'd be delighted to be active in even more cities, but that's right now we're in Los Angeles, San Francisco, Washington D.C., Philadelphia, and New York City. So we'd be happy to, like I said, come to other cities, and we're open to that.
And what if someone wants to partner with Labor 411? Because I understand you already have some partners.
Yes, we do. We actually have a Labor 411 foundation that talks about good jobs through consumer activism. So we're always happy to have our partners work with us through the foundation, which is all about education and research and activism. So that's always necessary. So I would love for people to reach out to me directly, Cherri Senders, Cherri@sendersgroup.com or Cherri@labor411.org. And we'd be delighted to embrace and bring all partners on.
Anything else you'd like to mention, Cherri?
No, I think that's it. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and a happy shopping season. Shop your way to a stronger America. And we need to all feel good about our shopping decisions. So thank you so much for having me on.
And thank you so much for taking the time to share all of this knowledgeable info with us. So thank you and have a happy Thanksgiving to you as well.
Thank you so much, Tanya.
So what do you think about buying union-made gifts for the holidays and year-round? Let us know by activating your voice using live chat on YouTube, comments on Facebook, or by replying to this video on Twitter, even during the replay. So no matter where you're watching us, you can let us know what you think. There you see it. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube under the Machinist Union's main pages. Well, here's a look back at this week's organized labor history. On November 27th, 1937, the pro-labor musical Pins and Needles opened on Broadway with a cast from the International Ladies Garment Workers Union. The show ran on Friday and Saturday nights so the women could work their day jobs, and it ran for more than 1,100 performances. Well, on November 28th, 1953, 400 New York City photo engravers who worked for the city's newspapers shut down those papers in an 11-day strike. Well, they had the help of 20,000 other newspaper unionists who supported that strike. On November 29, 1999, the National Labor Relations Board ruled that medical interns could unionize and negotiate wages and hours. And on November 30th, 1930, Mary Harris, better known as Mother Jones, died at the Burgess Farm in Adelphi, Maryland, at the age of 100. There's a plaque near the site in her honor as one of the most legendary labor organizers of her time. And don't forget to look up which classes you can take at the Wimpesinger Education and Technology Center in Hollywood, Maryland next year. Here's the website. Check it out for course descriptions and dates. It's wimpesinger.iamaw.org. That's wimpesinger.iamaw.org. Before we go, we'd like to wish everyone in the United States a happy Thanksgiving. Support your union siblings by spreading the word about Activate Live. We are thankful for all of you who are on our voice activation team.